Hello, my lovely Virgos. Hello, my lovely Clovers. Welcome to my channel. I am the Queen of Clovers. It's those lazy eyes that match us up. And welcome to my channel. This is a general reading for Virgo. It is 3-spread read, Oracle, Tarot, and Cartomancy. Just see where you're at jumping into the new year. And remember, it's a general reading. Take what's yours, leave out all the rest. And of course, cross-watchers, you nosy cross-watchers are welcome. Please, that one like jumped out and you won't believe it. Virgo. These cards jumped out. One fell on the floor. You saw it. You're getting the exact same cards as Gemini got yesterday, and it is the energy of the cross, the growing out from your grave. Boy, did somebody think you are buried, and you are basically growing out. The flowers are blooming, and you're about to climb a mountain, and you're about to conquer it. It's going at it very confident, certain, what is that, ice in the veins? This is I'm trying to pull something from you that I didn't pull from the Gemini reading. Virgo, you should watch the Gemini reading because this has never happened to me before. I did a reading for myself with this deck after I recorded Gemini yesterday, and I still got you the same exact cards. Now, just to let you know, this is a card of like growing up. Virgo, I always pick up on Gemini. Gemini always pick up this growing up energy, like this transforming oneself into an adulthood. This is like stepping out into, I used to climb mountains, or I'm going to climb mountains, but this is more in the past energy for you guys as opposed to Gemini had it in the current energy. But this is the energy that's pulling on you. Your youth is pulling on you. And this is the aged card. It does have a little feel like, did I forget to be my age? Did I forget to be as young as I actually am, Virgo? It's also the energy of, am I this little cross that maybe got stomped down a few times in your life and had to regrow? Am I enough to take on this mountain? It is this challenging energy of, I feel this is like almost youthful energy. Some of you may feel like you're returning to an industry that you just, if you go back to school, like, and you get your nursing degree, when you go in there, I did it when I got my degree at SC. I was 23 years old as a freshman at USC, and my counterparts were 18. So it's kind of that energy. Do I have what it takes to defeat this mountain? This is very David and Goliath. It's and this is the faithful. This is the cross. It's somebody who you have somebody protecting you. A cross is protection, and it's physical protection to you. If you put up a cross with your arms, that is a way, I forget how to do it, but it's a self-defense thing to put your arms up to strengthen your protection. And I feel like you're going to be protected in this, whatever this is. This mountain can be befriended. This mountain may be some of your most treasured past memories. Are you remembering something that you should go back to? Yeah, this is that challenge of youth in your life. And you may not even be that old, but hey, if you are 18 and you're being challenged by a 10-year-old at Pokemon, you might have some trouble. And this is that kind of energy, like just that slight reticence of taking on the mountain. This is a completely different message than Gemini got in their reading, but I will say it is a Virgo message. It's a very grounded message. How would you approach a mountain? Because you being of the earth is very different, and regrowth from a Virgo is very different than with a Gemini because of your different natures. But at the same time, I feel like this is just what's in the world right now. How young am I supposed to be? Oh. Okay, that was 2 cards. Let's go ahead and start up here with the tarot portion. Let's just see again what energy is striking us right now. I apologize. I should put up a sign that says work in progress on my big white wall because I'm not done decorating here, but these are my favorite new things that I purchased on a whim. They're just so beautiful. I'm not actually buying lights yet. Cards everywhere. Okay. I have 5 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 3 of Swords. Yeah, yep. Virgo, you've gotten somewhere. You've achieved something of you've fought the battles. Let's just put it that way. With the 5 of Wands, it is, yeah, I fought the battle, strife. I've been through it. Um, I've seen it burn down. This even looks like a man versus a woman, but it isn't. It's the guy's wearing short pants, but it looks like a woman versus a man even. So this is even in your heart, in your deepest connections, and you've come out on top. You've been able to defend yourself. You may have been lonely because you stood, oh, Virgo, some of you stood by a dream. I have a quote that's directly me, and I should remember exactly the words, but I don't think I do. And it's just, we are not as old as we seem because we have yet to give up on our dreams. People always ask me why I'm so young, and that's all it is. That's all it is. And you didn't do that. You didn't give up on something. Like I said, some of you may have gone back to school for that nursing degree. Some of you may have just gone back to school to get a degree. We hear about these 90-year-olds and 100-year-olds always graduating from college. Like they get one a year that they like to brag about on the news. And you're like, oh, dude, I'm not pulling a hundy. So I should be able to do that too. There's things that you've stuck to, you've held on to. And it's pulling your youth back into you. Some of you may feel a little more energized than ever, but it is going to bring some sorrow. This sorrow that you're getting, the 3 of Swords, a lot of people like to cry over it, but it's like spilled milk. It's not supposed to be the devastating end of things and disaster and things. Those things are very, it's not towerific by any stretch of the imagination, especially in a tarot deck. And I'm going to get some clarity on why it's so sad. Because you changed. You're changing too hard. Yeah, you changed really hard and it got you back to the Prince of Cups. What does that tell me? A youthful cup. And this is you've changed. You changed too hard and other people are not going to change. So, okay, so people who haven't changed, they're immature. Let's just face it, if you don't change, eventually you're not evolving with everybody else. And so you are immature. If you don't age, you don't age. And we all know what happens to that plasticky, icky stuff that we grow out of as children. This is that same feeling. And you change. They didn't want to change. So when it comes to Prince of Cups, you are exuding this youthful, mature, fine wine energy, Virgo. And a lot of people can't stand it because they're coming across as the Prince of Cups, sure, but you're coming up as renewed. They're coming up as babyish. And they didn't want to these are just people around you who couldn't do it. Every time you do something and they're like, wow, I wish I had the time. Must be nice. I had to stop saying must be nice because I really meant it like, oh, must be nice. But people apparently say it like must be nice, like, And so I had to stop saying it. But that's because people don't mean it because they're like, if only I had the time, if only I had the money, if only I had a husband that helped me more, if only I had parents that paid off my mortgage. I don't know what it is, but people are always making their own excuses to not do things, and then watching you do this is a little shocking, Virgo, because you are the last person to sneak up and suddenly explode on everybody. Yes, that's a sexual thing because you are the virgin, Virgo virgin, and you're the last person anybody expected you to fire up the skies around them. They couldn't change. You did it. And now people are like feeling a little small because of it. Let me see if I can pick up on somebody who's a little more supportive, who's on your team. Because let's be honest. Okay, it's It's a fellow prince. Ugh. With the Ace of Cups and the Prince of Swords. Okay, this person is coming in excitedly because they've got their eye on you and they've got the same kind of energy. It's youth, it's vibrancy, it's sunshine, but it's not immaturity. It's so important that people understand this is not immaturity. This is just, again, fine wine and cheese. Maybe we go to bed at 8 at night after the, but sometimes we stay up for the fireworks, you know. But you know, we've lived a bigger life than half of you have by 10 a.m. It's that kind of energy. Like, I'm not going to deny that I am going to turn 45 this year. And what does that mean for other? Well, my brother is going to be, ooh, amazing, right? So it's the energy of, we're older, but we're still pretty freaking, like, yeah, youthful and energetic and living the life. And this person fell in love with you as a prince. Now, this is before you have anything. Like, you're extremely successful, or you're pulling in value from this new thing, that this challenge, this dream you're catching right now, Virgo. And that's who they've fallen in love with. And so they're like, all the old excuses and crap, this person might have helped you get by just because all the old excuses and crap, yeah, they did. They probably helped you work on this and give you advice on how to make your dream come true, instead of like, don't do that, or you can't do that. No, they said, well, I know that's a problem, but what about this, this, and this? It's a little different. It's a little, it's just accomplishing things and doing things. You won't believe how many people just don't do things. And this prince, you have two princes here writing in. So you guys are like, this is like ride or die. Not in a crazy, toxic, freakish way, but apparently you guys work extremely well together, and this person is willing to work with you to get your dreams come true, instead of just sitting back making excuses and whatever. And with this Ace of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck, it just tells me that you guys are starting a very new life. It might be a little poor for the both of you because you've had to give up on things, you know, maybe vacations or lobster dinners and massages, to be able to young your life up a little and kind of like re-gear it up. That's kind of what I feel with this Prince of Cups and Prince of Swords writing in. That maybe, I mean, if you had to go back to college, you gave up income to do that, without a doubt, because you had to study and pay to study. So there's a bit of a lag in some of the rewards coming in, but they're coming. They're here. All right, well, I'm going to find out more about your the Prince of Swords come writing into your life. It's like a reasonable person, but it's definitely a lover of some kind, because they also came in with the Ace of Cups. They wouldn't have supported you and welcomed you making these changes if they didn't love you. It's just a fact of life. But you did fight for something. Oh man. This is kind of dark. Okay. I have 2 9s. Not good ones. Your person has a past. You thought, okay, you went through something tough, Virgo, that made you remember your youth. It remembered your dreams, and it reminded you to chase them. And this person came to support you out of that because they had it frickin' worse than you. I know it's hard to believe, but this person has never even told the things that they suffered and had to defend themselves from. Some of these people might be military or former police, so there is that too. But this person wants to rebuild and marry you. They're creating a new base. As they're closing out those 9s, those dark 9s, and getting rid of their nightmares, just as you probably are too, my dear, because in order to get rid of those dark memories of difficulty in our lives, we have to replace them with really happy, good new ones. And sometimes it takes very little to create happiness. And looks like the little happiness is support, security, some 4s in your life. and some happiness, and maybe saving up and collecting in building something bigger than just what you can, make in a couple phone calls or filling out a couple forms. Yeah, this is gassing up each other. This is like really just being there for each other. And that's almost all you need. You might get criticism from this person because I think they might be broker than broke, especially if you're feminine. This person is literally running paycheck to paycheck, but that's about to change for them because, like I said, both of you are coming out the gates of really doing it for yourselves kind of thing. So you guys are actually, with the double cards here, I also feel like you guys are coming closer together. I don't necessarily feel marriage here, but this person is backing you up so hard. It doesn't seem like this person could, if you're married, I'm not surprised. But, oh, but, I'm not reading those cards. Seven of Wands trying to come out again. Be careful of trying to stand alone too hard after this person comes in because you can break this person's heart a little easier than you think. They are an air sign, probably, because this is the second time they've been represented by air, Virgo. It might be that Gemini. Remember, there's a connection between Gemini and Virgo. Anyway, yep. King of Swords, it's an air sign. They are very saddened by the fact that you've had to go through what they had to go through. But yeah, finishing this race with you though is quite delightful. This person can be quite sad and quite gloomy. It's weird because they still do things. They'll take the long road, but they'll take the right road. This person isn't as gloomy as they sound if you really listen to them, because this is the person that backed you the fuck up when other people that didn't want to change in the tarot reading, they were there for you, and they're the ones that came to support you and kick up your heels to get you somewhere with them. And that's because they're just slow and steady. They still do things. It's one thing to be doom and gloom, and then do nothing. But, some of us are doom and gloomy, and we have, some skulls, and we like Jack Skellington kind of stuff, but we're still doing things. We still like to go out in the sun. Who was listening to the Beach Boys this morning? Thank you very much. I love that song, Don't Worry, Darling. Or Don't Worry, Baby. Don't Worry, Darling is the wrong song. All right, just another card. Spirit's like, don't believe this person when they say it's the end of the world, because they're going to take a risk on you. They're still kind of holding back with this Jack of Cups and this Joker in reverse. Joker in reverse is like the king. It's like the Fool card in reverse. And basically, they haven't moved forward in love. They have words of love and romantic ideas to share with you that they haven't yet. They've really only connected you pretty probably on a friend level. And they are not doom and gloom. This person actually, when you sit with them and communicate with them your issues, that's how you know that they love you, Virgo. This person listens to you and believes in you. One of the things, this person, Virgo, being an earth sign, that they understand, strange message, but if you are talking too much and not doing too many physical things, they can see when you're spinning your wheels, when you get stuck in a rut, and this person is there to like push you out. And that's how they show their love for you. They actually do hear everything you say, so don't ramble on too much, ladies. And gents, keep talking, because a woman who hears you talking is like, oh my God, he must love me if he's speaking to me. Because boys do love women all the time and don't say a word to them, even though they're sitting right next to them. All right. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, Virgo. This was a really great reading. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, all that stuff. And have a great rest of the week, my loves. Until next time, God bless.